I gotcha. Just gonna be a short one. It's a little small rant. So I took my wife out to dinner the other day, and there's a new restaurant down the street, and it just opened, brand new. I think it only been open for like 4 days when we got there. Pretty good restaurant. I'm not gonna go into details on who they are. Just protect their identity. So we go in there, and as every typical sprinkler fitter that goes into a building, we have a tendency to look up and check out the sprinkler system. It's just what we do. And I look up and I see the sprinkler system, and I go, wait a minute. And my wife looks at me, because typically she's like, is the system compliant? She knows me pretty well. And I said, matter of fact, it's not. And I looked up and I go, showed her and pointed to her. I said, do you think those are supposed to be there? And she said, oh, yeah, I don't think those are supposed to be there. Well, it looks like they, sorry, looks like they passed the inspection. I don't know how they passed the inspection, but I'll show you a picture here at the end of the video. They left the orange plastic protectors that you see on our sprinkler heads. You're supposed to take off after the job's done and you're ready for do a final. And those little protectors are just there to protect the bulb during installation when you're going to install it. And you're supposed to take them off after you install them. Usually you take them off, so you have to go back up and take them off later. We just take them off as we install them, and that just kind of is just another sure sign to us guys that are installing these sprinklers that, yeah, we put that head in and it should be tight because we took the little clip off of it. Well, anyways, there was like 8 of these clips on the sprinkler heads in this small little restaurant, which was like a third of the sprinkler heads in there. And my rant is that how did this pass final inspection? I mean, when you're looking up at the sprinkler system, that was the first thing I noticed was, and here's the funny thing is that everything up in the ceiling was painted black. So it is an exposed ceiling. There wasn't any lower ceiling or anything like that. It was just exposed all the way up to the deck, and they painted everything black. And our orange clips are orange, so it stuck out like a sore thumb against a black background. So if you can imagine what that would look like. Anyways, my rant, I guess, is that sometimes when we're doing these sprinkler systems and we get these inspectors out there that bust our balls and are nitpicking our systems, and I get it, that's their job to do that, but sometimes I feel like some of these inspectors, they puff their chest out and they're just looking for stuff to be wrong. And we're all working together to get the system, to help the customer, to get the system to where it's supposed to be. We shouldn't be, puffing our chests out and trying to, engage our authority on other people or whatnot. We're all working together. So, we all make mistakes, and then here's my other thing too. The sprinkler contractors out there that are putting this stuff in, don't do a crappy job. This is a life safety system. It's not like you're in there putting up plumbing, and it's no offense to the plumbers or the electricians that might be, their stuff is, not to par. Our system has, when you put our stuff in, we got to make sure we're doing it right, because that's going to protect lives down the road if anything bad should happen at that building. We're there to make sure our system is going to work and save lives, basically. So for those guys out there, those contractors, sprinkler contractors out there that are putting systems in, just put them in right, because that's half the problem. Is when you guys put in crappy jobs or crappy installs, and these inspectors, which they do, look at your work and shake their head, that just makes it bad for the rest of us guys who are trying to do a good job and put in good sprinkler systems, because when you putting in bad systems or crappy looking systems, and you got these inspectors shaking their heads thinking that all of them are gonna be like that, then that goes against you guys that are making us look bad. So that would be my rant for the day, is that when you put these systems in, just do a good job. That's at the end of the day, that's what we should feel good about when we put these sprinkler systems in. Is that we worked hard, and we put in a good system today, and it looks great. Be proud of what you do. Don't just throw it in there because your boss tells you to hurry the hell up to put it in. And sometimes you need to stand up and just say, hey man, I'm not doing this shit. We're gonna put it in right. So that's what it takes. Do it. And then for the inspectors out there, there are a lot of us guys out there trying to put our stuffs in the right way and try to do a good job. So, you guys make mistakes too. I don't know how this restaurant passed the final inspection, but I went and told the manager, said, hey, I'm just letting you guys know that I do fire sprinklers, and your sprinkler heads up there above have the protective caps on them still, and if there were a fire here at some point in time, your sprinklers aren't going to do what they're supposed to do because you got protective caps on there. So I would let your property management or your contractor, whoever did the building, let them know, hey, you need to fix this, and you need to fix it right away, because I'm sure the insurance company is probably gonna say, hey man, you better get those fixed, or we're not gonna insure you. So anyways, that's my rant. And at the end of the day, we're all working together. We all make mistakes. Let's all work to do a better job. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys that picture at the end of this video. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope this information could be useful in some way. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.